How do I figure out my intro? It's been so long. I just feel so awkward in front of like the YouTube version of the camera rather than like where else I've been active on, like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, okay, whatever. What's up, y'all? It's your friend Stars, and I'm back with another video. This is my first video back after like damn near 2 years. Smoke my spliff for this video because I feel like, for one, I just decided, hey, this is my time for me to smoke because baby's down for a nap. I might as well like come back with this prolonged YouTube video that I've been procrastinating on making for literally months. Hold on, I don't get paid from YouTube yet, so I can smoke. When I start getting paid, okay. Till then, I'm gonna smoke and curse. Where the fuck do I start? Last time you guys seen me was 2022, and I was talking about me losing my baby shower space in August of 2022. Yes, that was literally almost 2 years ago because it's May and August is in a few months. So I'm looking at my iPad. Look at my keyboard. My boyfriend got it for me. It's like a Bluetooth keyboard connected. Anyways, I just really came back. Like, this is not one of those videos where it's like, hey, ask me questions for my first video back, Q&A. No. I'm here to just go with the flow. And whatever's on my heart to say, on my mind to say, or God wants me to say, I'm going to say. Period. I know that was ice one. Okay, anyways, where do I start? Well, for one, the background is different. Okay? And you guys haven't seen this background before. So, I'm happy to say that I finally live on my own. When I say on my own, I mean like I finally got my first apartment. Me and my boyfriend and my daughter, we all live here together because this is our home. This is our house, and I live here. Do you know where that's from? Those who know, you know, okay? Because Memeanese and TikTokanese, them the only language I speak. Yeah, you know, I'm so happy to like finally be able to live on my own. And those who don't know, you just watch me. I started YouTube 4 years ago exactly. My first video was in college in my dorm. It was my freshman year, and I was starting something that I didn't even realize I wanted for so long and was doing unintentionally. So I really like stamped it 4 years ago when I made my first video. And ever since then, even though I was never as consistent on YouTube, I was still consistent on my other social media. So social media period, I was just consistent on. But I did fall off after having my baby. I wouldn't say fall off because you can never fall off because I never got on. But I mean almost. But long story short, what I'm trying to say is after having my baby, I slowed down. Plus life started lifing. Things that I didn't think was gonna fucking happen happened. Okay, so let's do a whole recap. Last time y'all see me, I had a car. I was actually living with my grandma. And before that, I was living with my mom. And you guys can see the difference in settings, like on my videos and shit. So I was living with my mom, you feel me? And I moved out. Well, obviously when I went to college, I wasn't living with my mom 24/7 anymore. I was in college and I'd come back for like vacations, weekends, whatever the fuck, breaks, whatever. And you know, I was in my like, not grown era, but more so of my finding myself kind of thing, you feel me? Because I was older now, I'm 19, 20 years old, 21, like, you know, especially after COVID happened and like school stopped, I was on some, I need to figure out how to get it and make something for myself, you feel me? I'm not here to wait on a handout. I'm not here to depend on anybody, especially if I know that you can't fucking do it for me. No. And I'm seeing big things for myself. No. Plus, I'm a very considerate person. I'm just on some shit where it's like, nigga, I'm old enough to do it on my own. I have 2 hands, I have 2 feet. I'm able-bodied. I'm not delayed. I'm not stopped from a disability. I'm not stopped because of certain things. Like, I'm an able, functioning human being that can get up and go get it on my own. So if I have to get up and go clock into a job, I'm gonna do that. If I have to go figure out how to get this shit because I need it, I'm gonna do that. If I don't got no food, how I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna figure it out. Or I'm gonna eat, sleep for dinner. But moral story, what I'm trying to say is, I've always been one of those people, so like I was never waiting on nobody or no handout. So saying that to say means, yeah, I paid for my baby shower when I last had it, even though we went through what we went through, losing the space and all that type of stuff. Like I still paid for it. Me and my boyfriend, we paid for that. We had a little bit of help from his mom when it came to like the food for like the day, like to get stuff for the party. And then my mom, she had paid for like our backdrop picture, and like I think like some plates to be made from one of her friends, and like this fruit table shit. So yeah, but aside from that, nigga, we pay for everything. Because you used to add all that together of what they pay for, it do not equal to what the fuck we put in. But aside from that, nevertheless, that does not mean that we're not grateful. I'm just saying, you feel me? So that was cool to do because it was like one of the first big things that I did on my own. I mean, I've done other things on my own I'm not gonna get into, but like that was like the first big thing. Especially felt good for me to do because it's like, okay, this, even though it would have been nice to have like your family pay for it, because that's what I see like other people have done or whatever, or because their family got it. I don't know, I just felt good to do it on my own. But I was living with my grandma, and you know, I was working and shit, and life happened, and shit went down, bro. Like shit happened, you feel me? And I ended up leaving, I would say leaving or whatever, like 2 months postpartum. I wouldn't really say I left though, because it was like it was my choice, but it wasn't really like my choice. Like when I left my mom, that was more so kind of like, it was my choice, but still not really. So like, what I can say is that, okay, I've been in therapy for probably 2 years now. I started like last summer, spring-ish, yeah. And I'm on a new therapist. I like this therapist. I've only had 2 therapists so far, and this one I like. So I've been in therapy, and it's been helping me navigate things that I've went through, and triggers and trauma and just everyday things and tools to help me maneuver different in the world. You feel me? Still be who I am, but tools to maneuver different. So I learned that I have a short temper. I knew that. I learned that I'm triggered from certain things because of things that happened to me in my past. I learned that I had a kind of like a slight version of a little bit like PTSD with certain things that happened to me. So like I would think that certain things happened to me. I mean, I would think that certain things is gonna happen to me, and it's not gonna happen to me, but because I'm feeling the same emotions and fear of whatever the case may be that I felt in that previous moment, I'm putting 2 and 2 together, and my fight and flight senses are kicking in to where now I just feel like I'm in danger. You feel me? I'm not saying specific danger, but the type of danger that relates to the previous thing that I went through or trauma that I went through, which happens with a lot of people, and you can learn as you further develop and experience more of yourself and get that other party that's not biased, which is like a sister or a cousin or a friend or a boyfriend or whatever the case may be. You feel me? I feel like therapy is good for everybody. Like it's good for you to unwind. It really is. And I know a lot of people are against it because they feel like all they have to do is just talk to God and God will help them. But I talk to God and God's still not enough. I still need that person here that's going to respond to me with English right in front of my face and talk to me and break it down to where I can use cognitive thinking, and I'm not just talking between my instincts and my spirit. And don't get me wrong, that's great too, but sometimes you do need that human connection, that human flesh, you feel me, that human conversation. But saying that to say means I've unpacked a lot and I've learned a lot, and I'm on some new shit in life, you feel me? I'm living on my own. I still live in New York, which is perfect. It's great. The way I got this opportunity was perfect. Like, it was just fucking perfect. And I'm just so appreciative, and I'm just so grateful because after everything that I've been through, and not just me, but me and my family, because we've been through it together, we chose to stay down till we come up. You feel me? We chose to ride out the wave, ride out the storm, because we know that the sun is going to shine in the end. You know, the rainbow's gonna come, and what you're working for, as long as you keep working for it and having faith in God and keeping the hope, everything's gonna play out how it's supposed to. Literally the puzzles of the puzzle pieces, they're going to go together how they're supposed to. The puzzle will be put together. Don't worry about if you can't find this piece. Don't worry about if this piece is taking too long to figure out where to put it. In the end, it will be okay. And those who are deserving will get what they deserve. You feel me? So I feel like I also learned, like, which I never really did, but I really did start to learn, like, not to look at what other people on social media are portraying and feeling like you're behind, which I feel like a lot of people of my age or this generation, social media has like put on this facade that like we're supposed to be certain places in life, when in reality we're not. Like, just because that person is the same age as you, or probably from the same area as you, or whatever the case may be, or you resonate with them however personally, it doesn't mean where they're at in life is where you're supposed to be. It doesn't mean if where I'm at, that other person's supposed to be. Everybody has their time. Everybody's gonna get what they're supposed to get when they're supposed to get it. Like, everything that's for you is going to be for you. What you work for is gonna come into fruition. What you ask for, you will receive if you're deserving, if you worked for it, you know, if you're gonna value it, you know? And I started to learn that a lot of people, their values in life is very drastically different than other people. So that same person that looks at the other person to say, well, I wish I had that, I wish I had this, their values are probably different. Who knows if they're gonna be gifted with longevity in this life? Who knows if it's only gonna be for a certain amount of time? Who knows if they have a cap on where they go? Who knows? You know, everybody's different, but that just goes to show that we're not supposed to look at anybody else's story. You know, we're not supposed to look at anybody else's light and wish we had it. We're just supposed to be happy for them and hope for the same for us or better, you know, or just however it goes. But no envy, no maliciousness, no jealousy, none of that. Just be a pure-hearted human being and be happy for people where they're at in life and hope that you can get there too. If anything, use that as the fucking fuel to the fire. Use it as motivation. Use that as something to help you keep going. You feel me? Because a lot of times, I'm telling you, social media, it will create that I don't deserve it. Or I even seen a lot of people go through like imposter syndrome or whatever the case may be, like where you feel like once you start hitting a certain level of success, or once you start gaining a certain level of financial safety, you feel like you're not deserving of it. You feel like you're posing as somebody that you're not, when in reality you are so deserving. But it's hard to get out of that mindset of knowing that I've never had this. I didn't think I can have this. People of in my same environment don't have this, so how am I deserving if they're not? You feel me? So aside from that, let me get that off my chest. That was just a rant. I had locks. The last time you guys seen me, I do not have locks anymore. I have braids in right now. If you could see, I combed my locks out. I combed my locks out like a few months ago. I can't even fucking tell you when I combed them out. I don't even remember. I just know it was some months back. And it's so funny because after I combed my locks out, guess what my boyfriend did? Cut his off. And it's so funny because everybody would always say how like we were cute because we both had locks, and how I followed him by getting locks because he had locks before me. When in reality, I had always told him I had one of locks, but I told him I had one of locks like when I was older, like when I was like probably in my 30s or something. But then life ended up happening. I just ended up locking my hair. But I ended up combing it out because like for one, I had my locks for 2 years, so I wasn't one of those people that's like, even though there's people like out there like that, and I don't really care because to each his own. I was one of those people that I had it locked for 2 years and I missed my hair. I want to do other styles. I couldn't do a lot of styles with my locks, you feel me? I was only able to do like fucking braids and locks, and that's it. And honestly, you could put a wig over, but I missed ponytails, I missed cornrows, I missed styles that you needed to have your regular free hair out for. You feel me? And also, combing out my locks, I actually had to relearn how to do my hair, like how to care for my hair. Like I had to relearn a lot. I did, and it was hard. Did anybody else go through that? Like to where like you used to have locks and then you combed it out and now you had to like learn how to do your hair again? Unless like you was always a lockhead. But long story short, where am I now at life? What have I been up to? Well, I was a stay-at-home mom for exactly 18 months. I literally just went back to work now a month ago. My first day of work was like April 10th or some shit like that. So it's May 8th right now. 2 days is the 10th, that's gonna mark a month. And I don't even work full-time, I work part-time. My boyfriend works full-time. He is a chef at a restaurant in Williamsburg, and I'm a waitress at a restaurant in Brooklyn. In like downtown Brooklyn. Like, you know Brooklyn Bridge Park? Yes, over there. So, and it's so funny because I started working there when I was pregnant, and my friend had put me onto the job. And that job is like, it's cool, it's a vibe, it's not too much. And I actually like waitressing, even though I don't plan on doing this for the rest of my life. I obviously plan on being a fucking successful person. But like, I don't know, it's cool, and I like making the money and the tips. But like, sometimes I be feeling like I'm in a movie. Like I be busting tables and shit, and I just be like picturing my life later in life, like in the future. I don't know if that's weird, but I don't think it's weird. Because I'm just thinking about where I'm gonna be in life, and this is just a part of my story. Which a lot of things in my past experiences was a part of my story, you know? So like, I don't know, but I don't even really know like the purpose of this video. It's really just to like come back and just show I'm still here, and ain't none of that shit ever stopped. I definitely went through postpartum after having my baby, and that I didn't think I would get. I literally told one of the nurses in the hospital when I had gave birth to Rain, and I was like, because she asked me, you know, we have a postpartum hotline, you know, you can do this, you can do that to help you. And I told her I'm a strong-bodied individual, and I think I'll be okay. And Lord, was I wrong. It don't matter how much of a strong person you are, postpartum is going to hit. And probably in ways that you don't even know. Probably in ways that you can't even realize. Probably in ways that you can't even spot and see. But I prayed it because I was having thoughts that I never had as a person. In my head, I'm like, I'm ugly. I felt like a new person in my body at a point. I felt like I wasn't me anymore. I had bad separation anxiety at a point with my baby to where I didn't really want to be away from her. Like I had always had to see her, you feel me? I felt like all my inner insecurities for postpartum was projecting out into my boyfriend. I felt like he wasn't doing enough for me when he was. Certain things he actually did, he could have did better, which we did communicate with, because I told him, you know, like we had conversations about me going through it, and he didn't understand at the point, but then he was able to more so understand, which I do thank him for being patient with me, because statistics, you know, say apparently that after 2 years, families don't last, because I guess it takes 2 years for a female to feel like themselves again, for their hormones to go back in balance. And yeah, I realized I had postpartum at like 6 months, when she was 6 months, and I did something about it when she was like 8 months, because I was just like, I can't keep crying myself to sleep. I can't keep crying in the shower. I can't keep feeling down. Like, I would get up every day at 4 o'clock p.m. And I've always been a person that would wake up later, but 4 o'clock p.m., it was horrible. And I was still a functioning person, which made it crazy, but I could say therapy definitely helped me, and just tapping in more with God and trusting that this is just a season and it's not for life, you know? As long as I do the work and keep the faith, then I'll be fine. And thankfully, thank God I am. You know, I came out of that slum, and now my baby is about to be 2 years old. And because it's May, June, July, August, September, October, 5 months. Same time I'm about to be 24, me and my boyfriend, because we're all born October. My boyfriend's birthday is October 10th. My birthday is October 13th, and her birthday is October 2nd. So we're all within 2-week time frame. And she's about to be 2, and I finally just started feeling like myself again a few months back. You feel me? So it's like, I don't know, like, life was just lifing, but I'm just so happy I'm out of that. Like, and that's why I got this shit tatted on me. Like, update with the postpartum body, but also just like, you know, to show that tattoo. And I be looking at it because, like, you gotta read it to remind yourself. Okay, so this is my stomach postpartum. You know, some stretch marks, you can see it. You see it? The stretch marks, you can see it. But like, you can't really see it OD, but you know, I'm grateful for. I used coconut oil, vitamin E oil, bio skin oil, and I forgot, I was just moisturizing a lot, but like, I got stretch marks over here. I was planning to get like a tattoo to cover it or something, but I don't really care. Anyways, yeah, I just gotta work on that body. You know, if I flex, you can fake gotta see something, or I'm just delusional. But anyways, the tattoo here, it says, life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass, it's about learning how to dance in the rain. That's what it says. You feel me? And I really go by that quote. I go by that quote because it's not about sitting in that slum. It's not about being sad that it's gloomy and my days are dark. It's about going through it and learning from it and growing with the pains and hoping that my happy ending comes in the end, because I know it will. You just gotta keep your head up, bro. And I tell you, I was fucked up, y'all. And I'm happy I just believed in myself and prayed for better times, because, bro, I remember like crying and just being so like hopeless. Like, you know, when am I gonna be able to have that life that I want, that crib that I want, to be able to move freely? And let me tell you something, God is always going to put those opportunities in your life when you least expect it. gonna do that shit when you least expect it. I remember last year October, me and my boyfriend thought we found a crib, right? We went to go see it. We thought it was beautiful. It was a house in Queens, and we wanted to live in Queens. And it's crazy because everything that I wrote in my journal, because I journaled my whole time that I was down. I journaled and I journaled and I journaled. But that whole time of us searching up and down throughout New York for fucking cribs and shit, thinking that we just gonna have to probably go out of state at this point because it's like we're getting no luck out here. Fucking, anyways, yeah, thought we found a crib back October. We was so happy. We met the lady and everything. We're like, yeah, this is about to be great. It's about to be good. A few days, like a month later, shit fell through. She didn't want to do it no more. So we were like, damn, that same thing that we thought we had, and mind you, it was all utilities included. It was a nice crib. It was a nice crib. And she was black too. So we just thought it was perfect. We were like, wow, like this is exactly what we want. And it was big. But she didn't want to do it anymore. And you know, at a point, I was bitter. I was upset. What? I was so pissed. I'm like, fuck that bitch, da da da. But then I remember even reaching out to the fucking realtor that had helped us find that place. And I'm like, you know, miss, can you like tell her, like, please, can we just try and work it out? And I remember that realtor saying that, you know, she was already trying with her before she even came and told us. So it's like, damn, bitch, obviously you really wanted that bag like you're cut. But aside from that, you tried. And it's like, what are we to do? Things happen for a reason. Now, I could have been mad and I could have been sad and I could have bloated about that and been depressed, which I was upset. Yes, I was. And I probably did stop looking at cribs for a little minute after that. Cause I'm like, damn, God, you know, like I've been doing everything you asked me to, you know. I've been playing by the book. I've been keeping the faith, and I've been staying down, and I've been praying, and I've just been trying not to be bitter. I've been trying not to be stuck in my thoughts or stuck in my ways or stuck in the past. I've been trying to elevate in other ways if at least this part of my life is stagnant. Because I know soon, you know? And I just learned, I'm like, you know what? It happened for a reason. What if she wasn't the landlord I thought she was? What if she wasn't as nice as I thought she was? What if that was a facade? What if she would have been a landlord from hell? What if shit in the crib would never stop working? What if something would have happened? Like, what if? It's a whole bunch of what ifs. Sometimes you got to put your mind in that predicament to where it's like, you know, I'm probably late to go here because I'm not supposed to be there right there at that time, or going outside or peeing on my way there at that time because something might happen. You know, I probably overslept going to this because I'm probably not supposed to go outside or go there today because something might happen. You feel me? Like, I probably forgot to do this because it wasn't meant for me to do that day. Like, sometimes those detours is to help us figure out, okay, well, where's the next step? Was that step supposed to be for me, or is the next step going to be better? So, I don't know, but postpartum was a thing, you feel me? Looking for a crib, that was a thing. And I'm happy I'm out the postpartum. I'm happy I finally have a crib to my own. And I'll do a little apartment tour, probably like in the next video or some shit. But if you want to see like more of my apartment, you just go on my TikTok. Cause I'm more active on there. Like, I be doing vlogs, I be doing cooking videos, and I'm about to start back coming like on YouTube with doing cooking videos and vlogs and all that type of shit. Like, I'm really back in full effect. So yeah, you know. But I'm just happy where I'm at in life. Like, I'm content. I love being a mommy. Motherhood is so lit. Like, I still can't believe my baby's about to be fucking 2. Like, she started crawling at like 9, 10 months. She started walking at like 13, 14 months. And I would consider her like a late bloomer just because she did those things kind of late compared to like what I see. Because I would always read and keep up. Even though like I always was in my mind where I'm like, you cannot compare because all babies are different. But like, seeing that, I just can't wait till she's like a full-blown talker and just talking her freaking head off. But it's just so cool to be a parent, and I'm just so happy that I'm blessed enough to be able to have all the things that I have and, you know, just keep going in life. Because a lot of people, they still at where I was, or they're still staying down and keeping their head up to pray about the things that I was just praying for. And I just want you guys to know that it's going to come. Just keep going. Don't give up, bro. Keep going. Like, even if you think nothing's going to come out that shit, bro, keep trying. Because you never know. You just never know. But, you know, I kind of wanted to also talk about family and like toxicity too a little bit, but I think I might save that for a different video. I'm just gonna recap. I also had created a podcast while I was gone from here. It's called The Chatting Pod. If you want to go watch old episodes, you can. It's still up on YouTube. It was me and my co-host that she was my friend back in middle school. We had played basketball together and shit like that, but like we was never really like close like that. So like we had learned more about each other and like about each other and grew more of a bond and got closer doing that podcast. And it would have been a year in July, but we recently stopped it because, well, it was kind of like a lot that played into it. You know, I would have never thought that we was gonna stop it. I thought that when I was gonna come back, it was gonna be, yo, like, I got a podcast, y'all should go see it, and shit like that. And that's what I've been working on since I've been gone. But it didn't turn out like that. And once again, I feel like I said, everything happens for a reason, because like I was never really the type of person to like work with people. And that was a great thing. Like, it was great because I learned how. But I've like always been like an independent type of person. And when certain things had happened, in the end, it made me realize that, and it shifted my mind back into that perspective, to where I realized that is more so where I'm comfortable at, or where it makes more sense for me, you know? And it was great while it lasted, and we had great conversations. Like I said, if you really want to go watch those videos, if you wasn't already keeping up, because I know some people that already follow me and support me, they was tuning in. But if you didn't, and you're new here, you should go watch, you know? We talked about everything and anything under the sun, like from current events to entertainment, celebrities, political things, spirituality, religion, life after death, friggin' solar, like we just talked about anything you can name. So it was vibes and weed. But I'm thinking about probably like coming back with like doing something like on my channel, like with technically like a talk show podcast kind of thing, probably. Who knows, because I'm always chatting, so I'll figure it out. But yeah, I was doing that. I had started a blog, and I'm thinking about probably turning that blog into like a, like, you know how like I Am Zoe has like Messy Mondays? I feel like something like that for me, you know, if not. Because like I'm thinking about going into the reaction world as well. Like I only have one video on here that's like a reaction video, but I'm thinking about going in there too as well. And I even had thought about streaming. I'm just thinking about dibbling and dabbling my fucking fingers into anything that I can that resonates with me. You know, because I feel like I don't really have a niche, you know? And I feel like sometimes it's okay not to have a niche. I feel like a lot of people that want to get on social media and like be a content creator or like be an influencer or whatever the case may be, I wouldn't consider myself, whenever I get where I'm trying to go, an influencer, like ever. Because I feel like even though I would want to influence people to do certain things, I'm still just me living my life. And I don't want anybody to think that certain things that I do or certain things that I say or certain decisions that I make is the only way to go. Because that's how I feel like that influencer thing kind of like just makes it. Because everybody's just like fucking clones now. Like everything is monkey see, monkey do. If that bitch got one, I want to get one too. If that nigga doing it, let me do that too. Like it's just too much of, there's no identity. Like nobody's unique anymore. And I feel like we lost that sense of trying to be different because everybody just wants to be the same because they don't want to be centered out. Like it is just weird to me. Like I'm in a whole different place in life now, and I'm just happy for that. Like I prayed for times like this. And even though sometimes like some things come with a give and a take, because like I don't have my car anymore, because like it was a whole bunch of like controlling shit going on with that, because like it was co-signed and you know, bought for me. It's just a lot to get into. So like if you want to know, you can figure it out. Because I don't think I'm gonna come with a story about that, but I didn't have that. But then I was fine with it because my boyfriend had a car, but then we recently had lost his car like a few days before we moved into here, and we moved into here in like February. So we got the keys late January and we moved in February. So yeah, you know, things happen, but with every give there's a take. So I just learned to be content with it because I'm happy anyway. I don't really know what else more to talk about aside from the fact that I have a lot of things coming. Content is going to be coming. I'm trying to just do anything that I thought of before that I couldn't do. Like, because I told myself, I'm like, I'm not coming back to YouTube and social media in general until I have something of my own. Like, until I have a place to call mine, I'm not coming back. Like, why would I do that? And I did that, and I'm happy. Because the time is here now, I'm back. But I'm better than ever. And I'm more evolved. Like COVID, I really learned more about myself during COVID, and obviously while I was gone those 2 years. It's where like I'm just like a whole new person, you know? A better version. You know, and I'm gonna continue to work on myself because nobody's ever perfect. Like there's always room for improvement. And yeah, I'm actually gonna try and start learning how to do makeup and shit, you know. I actually have a trip coming up for my man's Azaria's. Her birthday is in August, so we're going to New Orleans. I cannot wait to show you guys that, because that Las Vegas vlog was lit. I wish the quality was better, but this one's gonna be way better. But yeah, if you want to see anything that I've been doing, just go on my TikTok Styles Lauren, STAZZLAUREN. If you want to stay on my YouTube, you can stay. If you want to go to my Instagram, I'm more active on there. My handle is ___ STVZZ, or it's STAZZ. I actually forgot. I'm just gonna plug it into the video. But yeah, y'all, and I'm back, and I just can't wait to like just come full throttle, y'all. Like, it's go time. Like, I started doing so much things. Like, I got more into my painting things. I'm probably gonna do like stuff like that on here. Like, I even went against tattooing at a point, which I still do have the stuff for it. I'm probably just gonna do tattoos of myself or something, or probably like friends if they want to. But I was just doing a lot. So yeah, y'all, I'm just happy to be back, and this is probably gonna be like one of my shortest videos ever, and if not, probably second to shortest, because I'm always doing a long ass fucking video. Anyways, I hope you guys liked this little update Q&A. Well, it wasn't a Q&A, it was just a life update and like a recap like of where I've been, and just like a word to people, because I realized that I just ranted a lot. But I think I'm gonna start ending all my videos with like advice or just something that's on my chest to say, because that's what we used to do like on our podcast, and I really like that, so I might incorporate that here. So let me think. Okay, something I'll say before I get off the camera is dream big. And even if you think it's impossible, it's possible. And that's how you know you're dreaming big enough, because you think that you can't get it or it's impossible. So dream big and keep going. And whatever you've been wanting to do or waiting to do or procrastinating on to do because you feel like too much people are doing it, or you don't know how to do it, or you don't think you're gonna, just do it. It doesn't hurt till you try. And I want everybody to know that you gotta start somewhere before you get somewhere, you feel me? So yeah, just keep going, try things new, and dream big. That's what I would say. Anywho, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time. Bye.
Yeah, low, stomp a little pussy, hoe with some shell toes. Yeah.